Blog Show. Blog Show.
Welcome to the Blog Show, your weekly voyage through the sports blogosphere. From Mr. Irrelevant, I am Jamie Mottram, and from the DC Sports Blog, it's Dan Steinberg.
Thanks very much, Jamie. And like all real Americans, I think we were very happy that football is back. In our case, because it gives us something to talk about again. We're going to start with our sexiest stuff of the week, and this comes from college football.
Sexy stuff indeed, because the greatest Heisman candidacy to date has sprouted up at bootiesforbooty.com. More or less, it's gorgeous co-ed backsides decorated with John David Booty, the USC quarterback.
That's right.
And, you know, pushing him forward to the 2007 Heisman Trophy.
A very cheeky campaign, and one that I wish had been imitated by Larry Foote, the linebacker for the Steelers. Feet for Foot.
Brian Brahms out of luck. There's just not much you can do with that. Ray Rice, maybe he's got a chance. Steve Slayton, still no luck.
Write his name on a little piece of rice.
Well, those are all presumably Pac-10 girls that you'd see on bootiesforbooty.com. But fans of the SEC and ACC have started up dueling tribute sites to the ladies of their respective conferences. Unfortunately, the name of these sites includes a word that's a little too hot for TV.
That's right, but to give you a little bit of an idea, it kind of rhymes with cartoon, raccoon, balloon, I guess.
I feel like the hip-hop-opotamus. Your rhymes are bottomless.
Thank you very much. That's
nicely done.
But moving around the college football world, actually at the Rutgers game last week, Rutgers-Navy, there was one fan who seemed to be maybe wanting to start his own site for Rutgers.
Yeah, and this is a little embarrassing because not only is he taking a cell phone picture of the cheerleaders right there in front of him at the end of the game, but he's also got his, his child-age son standing there next to him.
That's right.
And they're caught on national TV.
I think it's possible that he was actually trying to get some game footage on that, and we did see that from The Wizard of Oz.
All right, let's move off of the sexy co-eds. I know you don't want to, but let's move on to something a little more important, and that's mascot beef.
That's right.
And we talk about mascots here all the time. We showed some pictures of the Oregon Duck mascot partying out there in Eugene, Oregon. Well, here's actually a week and a half old footage from the Oregon opener against Houston. It's the Duck and the Houston Cougar mixing it up.
Yeah. I sort of thought they were joking. I don't know where it kind of moved from joking to something else, or if it even did really, but it seems to me like it's impossible to stage like a real-looking fight when you're in a mascot costume. And I think that you could shoot someone execution style in a mascot costume. It's still be kind of funny.
Yeah, haha funny.
Yeah.
We saw this at LarryBrownSports.com, and I do think it got a little out of hand because not one but two Oregon students were suspended for the brawl, as it were, because one student was dressed up as the Duck in the first half and kicked the Cougar while he was down, and then another student came out dressed as the Duck in the second half and gave him the beat down for all he could handle.
Highly inappropriate.
Even gave him like a teabag maneuver at the end there.
Can we say that on television?
I hope it's not too hot for TV. Well, moving away from mascots, let's stay in college football to the world of fandom and how sometimes it can get a little out of hand, especially in Columbus, Ohio.
Yep. This is a fan who I guess was challenged by a local radio station, was it?
Yep.
To jump in a pile of dog manure in order to win some tickets. And
why not?
Yeah, he splashes around in there. We want you to take a look at this one.
We got a huge pool of manure. Real manure from cows, and we thought we'd have listeners dive into the pile of manure, and whoever could stay in there long enough to find the ticket would win the ticket to the game.
That clip came via 100% Injury Rate, a blog that we're going to mention a couple more times here on Blog Show this week. But I like the TV reporter who was doing that segment. Her quote, "Aaron has gone through a lot of crap for those tickets."
Clever. That was from actually Fox 8 WJW in Cleveland. I wanted to correct myself. My producer is telling me that maybe that was actually cow manure, not dog manure.
Oh, not dog? They didn't fill up a kiddie pool with dog manure? You don't say?
I do apologize for that. Now let's jump over to the NFL for a second, if
Please
we could. We've showed a lot of pictures of Jeff Reed already in this young football season. And here he is again, partying once again.
Yeah, and Deadspin uncovers all these photos of Jeff Reed. And it used to be the wild-haired party pics of him out at the bar with some lovely ladies, shirt off, just having the time of his life. But now he's cut the hair, so he doesn't have the crazy hair, but still, drink in hand and some ladies with some, mild sexual innuendo going on.
Sexy. And speaking of sexy, we were watching the Monday Night Football game along with the rest of the Thursday Night Football game, I should say, along with the rest of the country, and I guess John Madden got a little sexy.
Well, yeah, NBC's got John Madden in the booth now, and you know that Madden likes to go nuts on the telestrator, and literally, he went nuts on the telestrator, drawing up this play in the Colts Saints game.
That's good. I don't really see it, but everyone else says
It came from a reader at thebiglead.com, so somebody saw it.
Fair enough. But I guess people were getting musical with the first week of the NFL season, too. And we saw a video that kind of inspired us. Why don't you take a look at this one?
He's the man we adore, Mr. Pack number 4, do the Brett Favre boogie. Take a snap, drop back, shake your tail, love your pack, do the Brett Favre boogie. Wave your hands in the air, toss it deeply with flair, do the Brett Favre boogie. Move from side to side, flash your grin real wide, do the Brett Favre boogie.
And we saw that one from withleather.com. That was actually the Brett Favre Boogie, and I think the lyrics were written by Peter King. Sports Illustrated's Peter King.
Peter King with a huge man crush on Brett Favre.
Yeah.
And also the guy who is there in the Brett Favre Boogie video, as With Leather pointed out, looks a lot like La Bamba from the Max Weinberg 7, if you can picture that. You don't watch Conan O'Brien?
I'm sorry, man.
Come on, Steins. It's only slightly better than Blog Show.
Okay, can we take one step away from the football world for a second?
I really don't want to.
We've shown a lot of great football hairdos over the past couple of weeks. Here's some great hairdos from another venue. These are Olympic hairdos from some obscure Chinese website that were uncovered by 100% injury rate.
That's the second ding for the injury rate.
And these are some great hairdos. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we'd seen some really good stuff in the last week. Colt Brennan, the University of Hawaii quarterback with the Hawaiian Island shaved into the side of his head. D'Angelo Hall with the Ione 85, when he was matched up against Chad Johnson, shaved into the back of his head. But these Chinese, they're ready for the Olympic Games in 2008, my friend.
I can't wait, and I'm supposed to be going if I don't quit before then.
And would you actually grow stuff out, or would you just maybe get like a paint job?
My hair doesn't grow, Jamie. Anyhow, that brings us to the end of yet another episode of Blog Show. We're still looking for an intern. If you want to help us carry bobbleheads around the Comcast Sportsnet studio, just email us at blogshow@comcastsportsnet.com.
And also, these T-shirts don't make themselves. I mean, Purple Jesus and Straight Cash Homie. We need some new ideas, Blog Show interns. So hit up the inbox, and hopefully we'll have you here week to week on Comcast Sportsnet. But before we go, we want to make a little bit of Blog Show history. It's the first hat trick for any sports blog out there. Not one, not two, but 3 mentions here on the Blog Show. It's 100% injury rate with a great fan video. You'd normally think a streaker is too hot for TV. Not in this case. At a CFL game over Labor Day weekend, we see a guy getting his Purple Jesus on, running into daylight.
Blog Show. Blog Show.